He says, is there a fine line between being excited about a new look offensive line and being cautious that multiple rookies will be protecting Patrick Mahomes? Connor, I'm going to let you take this one because, as always, I feel like we're going to have pretty similar opinions on this.
I think anytime you see three rookies slated to start, they're the Niang starting the first preseason game. But anytime you see that happening, you have to be a little bit worried about the offensive line. As much as we're high on Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith, at least here, I'm sure most Chiefs fans are. Um, it's still worrisome a bit to see that much of a investment in rookies on the offensive line protecting your franchise and the best quarterback in the league. So, of course, it's going to be a bit worrisome. I'm pretty confident that Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith are the best offensive linemen at those positions the Chiefs currently have. And the Chiefs have decent, like, players behind them. So it's not like it's there's nobody behind them. Of course, they're going to be better. They have, I mean, Austin Blythe and Kyle Long and Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, when they come back, in the case of the last two, they would be actually decent starters. It's just, I think Trey Smith's just that good. It's just his medicals, nobody knew. So, and then Creed Humphrey was a second round pick. You see rookie centers start early all the time. He's gotten to work with the offense all offseason. So I don't think there'll be issues with his mental side of his game. So I think those two I'm not really concerned about. It's just the Lucas Niang, Mike Rimmers thing. I'm unsure. And I think Taylor released his Q&A mailbag thing before we recorded this, and I was reading it. And it seems like the Chiefs don't even really know who's going to start at right tackle either right now between Niang and Rimmers, but Niang will have the first shot due to Rimmers' injury. So I think that one I'm a little concerned about. And just the overall cohesion of the unit I'm overall concerned about, but that comes with the territory of a new offensive line that the Chiefs had to do anyway. So it's not like they had to choose between continuity and this line. I think they just had to revamp it like this.
Yeah, I'm with you. And look, people, they need to accept there's going to be a learning curve. They're going to be facing some good defensive lines. They're going to be facing Cleveland week one.
Week
Like, it's not
one.
going to be easy.
Yeah.
With that said, like you mentioned, talent wise, the group that they have, I think, is the best group outside of maybe right tackle. Trey Smith, the best right guard, I think they have. Creed Humphrey, the best center they have. Like, if the rookies are better than the veterans, let them play. Like, there are going to be growing pains. That's going to happen. But by the end of the season, you are not only building a good team, good offensive line, good foundation this year, you're building up what could be the next 3 to 4 years of the position, depending on if Lucas Niang
Yeah.
works in there as well. I mean, the Chiefs have
even if
these
he
guys.
doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're still building it, and these guys are under contract. I'm assuming Orlando Brown gets extended, which that's another conversation about people overreacting to camp and one-on-one drills that are designed for athletic freaks like Chris Jones to win. Orlando Brown, he's going to be put on an island pretty often this year, but not as often as an Eric Fisher. And I think once the pads come on, Mahomes mentioned kind of understanding his limitations and him understanding where Mahomes likes to be, stuff like that. I'm not worried about a one-on-one where Chris Jones looks like he's wrecking everything, because Chris Jones he's been wrecking everything all offseason pretty much.
I am a bit concerned about Orlando Brown, but it's not really the one-on-ones. It's just that what the one-on-one showed continued the worry I had about him as a player overall, and the fact that the Ravens pass sets in their offense are just not even close to what the Chiefs are. The Chiefs are deep drives or deep dropbacks
Vertical
with
sets. Yep.
vertical sets. Orlando Brown did those. I don't know the exact name of them, but he did like the kick out blocks and then the 45. It was more short pass sets than the Chiefs, who would love to run shotgun and deep pass sets. So I was concerned, just period, about him as a player, whether he could transition to that. So we'll see. I think it was just continuing to reinforce the fact that he will have to make the transition to a different offense and refine his game. And this is the time to do it. So I'm not really too concerned now. That's a cautious optimistic that he can get it done. But there is a future where he just maybe can't. So I wouldn't say I lean towards that, but there's definitely a future where this could get a bit ugly. But I wouldn't say a one-on-one against Chris Jones in training camp is really necessarily showing that that angle.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm a little bit worried about Orlando Brown. Like, I think he's going to be a good player with the Chiefs. I don't think he's going to quite be the top 3 average annual value left tackle. Like, he might be getting paid here in a couple years. Like, I just don't.
Maybe
I don't know.
I
I
don't
think he's
even
going to be good,
know.
but I don't know.
I would say I don't even know if he's going to be top 10 necessarily, which is where the issues come in when you're paying him so much. Just because he was already fringe top 10 for Baltimore, really. So, and that was a offense that was built for his specific strengths as well. If you consider like his athleticism's not the best, and their pass sets probably played to his strengths a bit better. He's also young, so he could definitely develop into it. Maybe he gets a bit leaner as he plays with the Chiefs, because he's a large man. And maybe becoming leaner helps him hit those pass sets and spots better. We'll see. I'm not sounding like alarm bells or anything, but I think we even both said before we even traded for him, it's like I don't know if this if Orlando Brown fits our offense. So if he does, if the Chiefs trade for him, well, he'll have to change his game up. And they did trade for him, and he's changing his game up. And he's even commented on it. So we'll have to see. One-on-ones against Chris Jones, not necessarily going to show it. I think preseason will show it better. And of course, the regular season will as well.